than they did 2 days ago. The good news is it's not necessarily going to be spin immediately, although I'm sure the threat of Akil Hussein will come from the other end. Jediah Blades, who's thought of by many across the Caribbean from in and around the Caribbean camp, they'll be wanting to do everything they can to square the series and set us up for a decider tomorrow night. We're all set for Unity Cup Game 2. One of the real standouts a couple of days ago. Again, not the right line, and well, the dream way for any batter to get off the mark, just where they love it most, right onto the pads. A tickle around the corner, and the first boundary goes to Asif Sheikh.
I was trying to get that swing. Blades just drifting a bit down outside the leg stump, just helping on its way. Asif Sheikh gets off the mark with a pretty neat shot.
Oh, now this is surely going to be trapped LBW. And Akil Hussein has Kushal Bertel twice in 2 matches. Tried to change the approach, dismissed attempting a cut in the opening T20. Tries to work it into the leg side, but he's trapped dead in front.
I was trying to play with that angle coming in. You'd see it was pushed in, and he was too late. Struck him right in front of the stumps, no doubt, thereby umpire Devendra Subedi. So Nepal has to lose their first wicket in the form of Kushal Bertel, who goes for 2. Nepal 10 for 1.
Out comes the captain. Rohit Kumar Paudel, young leader of Nepal, is all set to face a boomerang or a banana. Cleans him up. Exceptional bowling. And one captain dismisses the other. The pressure was building, and the West Indies, well, back into their groove in this second match.
Yeah, big mistake there by Rohit Paudel. Trying to force it, bringing out the big hoik in the leg side, a big gap between the bat and pad, and it goes through. Again, it's the captain Hussein who gets over captain Rohit Paudel. He has to go for 3 of 10. Nepal lose their second wicket for 14.
Kushal Malla, he was really good 48 hours ago, put on 58 alongside the captain who's just been dismissed, Rohit Paudel. Cleaned up by his opposite number for 3 of 10. Mala's real talent is that X factor of hitting sixes. Hit a couple of the other.
Departed Jason Holder into the attack. West Indies' most successful bowler in the first T20I is dispatched for 4 Parish off his first ball.
Good evening, everyone. That was a beautiful shot by Asif Sheikh, the opener. Leaning to the drive. Excellent shot. Piercing the gap on the offside. That is a copybook shot. Again, beautifully done by Asif Sheikh. Hit it straight down the ground by Kushal Malla. That's umpires are checking whether it's carried all the way or one bounce. That was hit straight as an arrow by Kushal Malla. He's very good in lifting the ball up from the 30-yard circle.
And I wouldn't say it was a bad delivery either. It's just a high-class shot. The presentation of the bat face through the line of the ball. And Jason Holder will know that he perhaps can't be that close to Kushal Malla in future, so just 4.
Kushal Malla just picked it up, hit it on the up, straight towards the bowler's head. One bounce over the boundary line.
Continues for a 3rd. It's a lovely shot. Magnificent stroke.
This time around, Asif Sheikh playing the ball over the 30-yard circle. This is his second boundary. picked it up again nicely. Deliberately went over the top because power play is still running.
Length, but into the surface. Sort of like that. And misfield goes for 4. Back-to-back boundaries. And 2 lovely shots from Asif Sheikh.
Yes, this time around it was a bit shorter and quicker through the air by Akil Hussain. Went to the back foot and cut it very fiercely, beating the fielder at cover point. Even though it was a misfield.
At only time will tell. It's good batting. It really is good batting. He got the length to play the shot again. To close out the power play, 39 for 2. On. Trouble at the bowler's end. Trouble. He gets back. I think he gets back. That was outstanding fielding though by Zishan Motara at backward point. Oh, did he get back?
Zishan, boy.
West Indies believe they have their man.
This is the first time we've seen in 2 matches between the 2 Nepali batters misunderstanding. That was a very good fielding at backward point.
Gone by a foot at least. 40 got back, my error. That's good from Zishan Motara on debut. That's a sort of fielding that we've seen from Nepal, and that's the energy the West Indies need to bring with their youngsters in the field. Young kid from Barbados on debut, fielding in those hot spots at backward point. And Kushal Malla goes for 7, 43 for 3. Sandeep Jora in at 5. One of the things the West Indies would have talked about is this being more intense in the field. Motara has done that.
Hit it over extra cover, Asif Sheikh. Yet another boundary for him. Excellently played by Asif Sheikh over the extra cover. This was slightly fuller delivery by Naveen in the slot. Nicely done by Asif Sheikh.
The debutant. The leg spin from both ends and given the treatment immediately, over pitched by young Zishan and spanked away for 4 by Asif Sheikh, who's looking very good, as I welcome Carlos Brathwaite.
Yeah, nice shot from Asif Sheikh, getting into his innings nicely. Hit wide of long off. Looks powerful, but it's...
Slug sweep comes out, finds the gap and finds 4. Good identification of length from Sandeep Jora and well put away.
Yeah, as soon as he's been a bit full, they've attacked. They know the length they want to attack.
Up round the corner, and a very nervy first over for the youngster is dispatched away for 13. Nepal on the rise at 65 for 3.
Before or after a game.
Just beats the cover fielder and is going to race ever so closely to the rope. It's now giving it a kiss. That will be 4. Not sure it was the strongest effort from the captain at cover in Akil Hussain, and then behind him the former captain Jason Holder doesn't really follow it up. The end result will be 4.
Not too much, in a good spot.
Yeah, this is where Nepal definitely won the first.
Allen. Here's another boundary, perhaps the first 6 of the innings. And this has been some lovely ball striking to go with 12 fours from Nepal.
Fantastic, Sandeep Zora. 24 of 17. He has come back into the side. Second match he's playing in this series. Very well timed. He's a very elegant player, Sandeep.
It's a wonderfully well compiled half century for Asif Sheikh. His 8th in T20 internationals. And he joins his brother who has a half century against the West Indies in ODIs. And the Sheikhs doing their thing.
One of the most stylish batters. Has been getting starts as well. Down the track this time. Full swing of the bat. The ball has gone very high. And another handsome 6 here for Sandeep Zora. Oh, he's loving it. Premeditated this time, came down the track, and right thing to do as well. Nepal now getting into a very strong position, and this freedom for the batters to come down the track. There's pulled really well this time. The sound of the bat, fantastic, and first 6 for Asif. It was towards the bigger side of the ground. Fantastic shot, and he knew the ball had traveled the distance right after he struck. The sound so crispy. Nepal going on really well here.
Man at long on is going to watch it sail over his head. Rohit Paudel elated with that. The captain claps on as Jura finds another maximum, his 3rd. Nepal on the charge.
This was picked up very nicely by Sandeep Zora, over long on for a 6. And off cutter ball by Jason Holder. Nicely picked away by Sandeep Zora for a 6. The 3rd 6, as you said, Lenny, is moved to 49 of 33. Over for him.
Pump towards long on, and again over his head. Jura showing his power and his class to go with it. That's his 4th maximum.
Talking about Zadia bowling good overs, 3.1 overs for 15 runs. Ultimately gets a 6.
Oh, 6 more. Massive. What a strike from Sandeep Jura. Nepal are in dreamland here.
Sandeep Jura just catching on to his partner Asif Sheikh. He's crossed his partner, 63 of just 38 deliveries. 100 partnership in 69 balls.
What a way to go to that landmark 100 partnership. And he just keeps going, but this time I think he might have holed out. Hit it straight to the man. And the fun is going to end for the moment, but what an innings we've witnessed. Strike rate up over 160. Career best numbers for Jura, but he perishes in the hunt for 3 consecutive 6s. But we're going to maybe just have a look at the front foot, Paresh. And by maybe just the barest of margins, despite Sandeep Jura having retaken his position, he thought it was a no ball from looking up at the big screen. But Buddy Pradhan said just a millimetre, just something behind the line. It means that Jura's gone for 63. It's a sliced away and sliced all the way. What a stunning stroke from Gulshan Jha. How's he got this all the way for 6?
He timed it very well, Gulshan Jha. He's a very good timer of the ball, a good hitter, a big hitter as well. I think the bottom hand came into play.
dumbstruck here. Don't know how he's got that up.
Off, he's inside the circle.
Now, how's this one gone all the way? Almost an action replay, a mirror image, if you will. The first one belonged to Gulshan Jah. This one belongs to Asif Sheikh. The over ends in some style. It's 158 for 4. Coming through. Final over. It's Kyle Mayers to bowl it. How's that's the appeal? And it's given. Gets it full, gets it straight, and it's good enough to find the 5th wicket.
We were wondering who's going to bowl the last over. It is Kyle Mayers bowling a full delivery, a Yorker, getting Gulshan Jah right in front of the stumps. Gulshan has to depart.
It was really full. And yeah, it's the back foot. They don't come any easier than that. There's been 2 decisions tonight for Durga Subedi, and he said, I may as well not be here. Anyone would have given it out. Gonna go on it, base and middle. It was short and sweet, 6 off 6. 158 for 5. And he's got big power hitting levers. That has gone many a mile. Welcome back to international cricket, Mohammad Adil Alam.
Even though it was a full toss, the first ball he got a blow on his helmet, and the second ball he hit it for a maximum 6.
The reason I was going to ask you, is it a conscientious piece of leadership, not going with Dipender Singh Airi, who's known as the 6 hitter, going with Adil Alam, giving him his chance back in to the red and blue of Nepal?
It's turning out to be a good decision by the captain and the coach. On the leg side, edged
for 4. The runs keep coming. 170's being crossed now, and it's a very, very satisfied looking captain, Rohit Paudel.
Yes, he must be very satisfied with the boys batting like that. Adil Alam getting an edge, fine, down to 3rd man boundary.
Hey, this is going to be gone. It'll be 2 for Mayers. The 3rd ever so easy LBW decision for Durga Subedi, all coming at that end. I think he'll be satisfied with that though. Mohammad Adil Alam back into international cricket. The only change to the team tonight. He's had his impact with 2 boundaries, and if you had offered Nepal 173 from there.
Nepal on the cusp of history. They batted magnificently with excellent boundary hitting prowess. And now Rohit Paudel will be hoping to put the finishing touches on a wonderful performance with the bat. The West Indies though will be battling to square this series. It'll be a new opening partnership today with Jewel Andrew, hoping to display his best wares with Kyle Mayers, who was run out, unfortunately, through some excellence in the field by Nepal in the previous game. Carlos Brathwaite alongside me. What do you want to see from this opening partnership?
These are 2 of the more experienced out of an inexperienced bunch. They need to show the class. I think the power play is mightily important. It's a shift from the 2 left-handed openers that we saw in the first game to a right-hand, left-hand combination. I think that's the counteract the 1 or 2 overs. Dipender Singh Airi may bowl. That's a good matchup. So now that you have a matchup that would be favourable, especially if there's spin, with 2 out in the power play, they need to be expressive. They need to make a dent into this chase from the power play. 2 of your better players, more experienced surely. They need to show the class. They need to show and prove their worth.
Starting the leg stump. Sorry, middle. Rohit, no sub.
Still a teenager, Jewel Andrew, who will be hoping that the restrictions of the power play would work into his favour. Less than a handful of T20 internationals. Much more experienced Kyle Mayers, as you heard from Carlos. Will be hoping to use his power, strike rate close to 140. Dipender Singh Airi with a long on, fairly wide, and a deep forward square leg right of your screen. That is something to keep an eye on. He looked to keep the ball tracking inside of the stumps most times with that field set.
Good luck, good luck. Good luck.
The bat chasing to save the series.
And that makes it even tougher. He was at the stumps in that first over, and here as well, he's forced Joel Andrew to expose those stumps. Brilliant from Dipindra Singh Airi.
Couldn't have asked for a better start. Top of middle. Dipindra Singh Airi to right-hander to left-hander. He keeps the stumps in play. And when they miss, as Joel Andrew did, he hits. Joel Andrew gone for 2. West Indies 4 for 1.
That is outstanding, not surprising. Kushal Bertel is brilliant, and we're seeing it again and again and again.
Simply sensational. Cross seam, aerial, and Kushal Bertel. Simply brilliant. Karan Casey keeping it simple. Bertel providing the sensational. Katie Carty having to leave. 5 for 2.
More like it. And finally the runs come. Akeem Auguste, very talented youngster. Had a couple of standout breakthrough innings in the CPL this year. That's clubbed all the way for 6. More like it for the West Indies.
Pace on the ball, and it went flat like a bullet. Was down the track.
To nothing, staring down a series defeat. Get out towards the deep. And taken! Gulshan Jah! Oh, what a catch this is! And it's another moment of magic for the men from Nepal.
What a catch by Gulshan. Again diving to his left. Was balled outside the off stump, went for the slash. Mares. And a diving effort to the left. Gulshan Jah, you beauty. Fist pump on the air, and look at the celebrations.
Well, Hardik Pandya, eat your heart out. There's another all-rounder in town. Gulshan Jah, what a cracker. Mayer's gone for 6. It's 23 for 3. What's a catch? Not the right line and helped round the corner. That'll be for something for Akeem Auguste and the West Indies. It's 28 for 3.
Last ball. Last ball time.
Switching it
Amir Django on 1. Sounded reasonably good and good enough. And the West Indies need more of that. It won't be easy. It's just a situation they find themselves in.
Finally, some intent. Good use of the feet, pure swing of the bat, and maximum uphill task. Basics sorted.
And it continues to go downhill for the West Indies while Nepal continue to ascend to heights that their fans desire. And just in the nick of time, on the cusp of their T20 World Cup qualifiers.
clever. Very, very clever. They've been trying to hack across him, and he's taken all the pace off. One thing they've done very well, Nepal kept the stumps in play, and it disturbed them. Ogie's gone for 17, 38 for 4. New batter Jason Holder had a good game with the ball first game, and an important role with the bat. Already a required run rate above 13.
Yeah, well done, the old fella.
Back up, back up.
Even he pulls it back well.
Catch.
He's hit that well enough, Jason Holder.
Simple equation, more of these needed, plenty more. Jason Holder with 1-6. I think this brings Bertel into the game. You have to attack him. That is the situation.
Again, and that will help.
No worry.
And no other option but to keep going and to try to change and shift the balance of power. Make the impossible possible.
Jason Holder has been in tremendous form with the bat coming straight out of CPL. His best CPL. And you've seen it continue here tonight, even against the more fancied leg spin.
From the other side. Yeah, that'll help as well. So can this build into something and shift the ascendancy for the West Indies?
There's definitely been a shift of intent. I think that was just Amir Jangu digging out a Yorker. But there's been a shift in intent since the water break. And it's now or never. Maybe need to give him a little more credit. Maybe a little bit of opening of the face. Good skills from Jangu.
Teams to come through. Just enough. Oh, good save. Good save. Very good save. Might be Kushal Mala.
I told you, Bish, anything in the air is trouble. And I thought that was 6. For all money, thought that was gone. Still maybe, it's a boundary check. But look at the effort, the skill. Don't know if it touched the foot on the way back in, but to get up as high as he did, traditionally short in stature, and then to release it, that is fantastic. By my account, I'm not the one that matters on this occasion, but regardless if that's his 6 or not, that is a superb effort and exhibition of skill from Kushal Mala.
Yeah, I would give that a save, actually. I think he might have released it just in time. There's still one clarification. He hasn't hit it nearly well enough, and that's routine. Simply routine for that man, Kushal Bertel.
If you offer a chance like that, you can walk to Kushal Bertel. He was lofted, he took a few steps in, and he approached it as easy as ever, and a kiss of death for Amir Jangu. What a welcome re-addition to the team for Adil. Jangu going for 16, 63 for 5.
Back home, everywhere.
Fabian Allen, very capable, and he's got a really good piece of that. Even Kushal Bertel, who's maybe in the peak fielding form of his career, can't cut that off.
Desperate dive.
Lali.
And West Indies will need far more number of these. They need boundaries. You'll have
Onto the road. But Fabian Allen might just be best served by getting Holder onto strike, and the West Indies need an awful lot of big ones. Bowled him. Inside edge. Fabian Allen cannot believe it, and Bertel is another.
You will not be impressed with Lenny Gurtel. He doesn't believe he's a part-timer. This is why he thinks he is a perfect all-rounder. He's got this wicket. Was expecting some pace there, Fabian Allen. Bowled really slow, dragged it on. A bit of turn as well. And the bills dislodged.
Can't quite believe what he's done, Fabian Allen. Well, the Hasaranga-esque celebration comes out. He's been dismissed for 7.